No one knows who built this place, but the maze is alive, shifting, changing, resetting itself whenever it wants. Everyone trapped inside has been stuck here for 3 years, and not a single person has ever escaped. Every night, without fail, the giant stone gates slam shut, sealing the maze until sunrise. And once darkness falls, something else takes over. Creatures roam freely, hunting anything still inside, and no one has ever made it through the night alive. That's why Thomas and Minho had no time to think. Carrying their wounded friend Albie, they rushed deeper into the maze, desperate to find a place to survive. Then, a horrifying scream ripped through the air as the sky dimmed rapidly. Thinking fast, Thomas spotted vines crawling up the walls and came up with a risky plan. They lifted Albie off the ground, suspending him in the air to keep him out of reach. Moments later, the maze began to tremble. A massive shadow crept closer. Panic hit Minho hard. He dropped everything and bolted, leaving Thomas alone. With no other option, Thomas climbed into the vines and froze, barely breathing. Time dragged on until the creature finally moved away. He secured Albie tightly, making sure he wouldn't fall. But just as he stepped down, something thick and slimy dropped onto his shoulder. The second he looked up, pure terror kicked in, and he ran, blindly navigating the maze. Thomas hit a dead end, with no escape. He improvised using loose stones as footholds, grabbing vines, and climbing the wall as fast as he could. In a split-second move, he used the vines to stall the creature just long enough. Hearing the chaos, Minho came back, relying on his deep knowledge of the maze. He guided Thomas through twisting corridors, aiming to use the shifting walls to trap the creature behind them. Minho slipped through just before the walls closed, but Thomas suddenly stopped.
What are you waiting for? Get out of there! Come on!
The next morning, the stone doors opened like nothing had happened. The corridor was empty. Everyone assumed the worst, they were gone. But just as hope faded, Thomas and Minho emerged, alive. And they weren't alone. They brought Albie back too. Shock spread through the camp. In 3 years, no one had ever survived a night in the maze. But Thomas didn't just survive. He killed one of the creatures. For the first time in years, people felt something unfamiliar. Hope. Not everyone welcomed it. Gali was furious. To him, they had found a fragile balance, living safely outside the maze, even if it meant never escaping. Now Thomas had disrupted everything by killing one of those things. No one knew how the creatures would react. Retaliation felt inevitable. Gali demanded punishment, while Minho stepped in to defend Thomas. But before anything could be decided, a loud crash interrupted everything. Everyone rushed over and found a girl lying inside the box, the same way they had all arrived. Except something was different. The box had never come more than once a month, yet Thomas had only been there 3 days. Even stranger, when the girl woke up, she called out Thomas's name before collapsing again. It was clear now, Thomas was connected to all of this. Later, Thomas returned to the maze with a group. They found the dead creature and pulled a strange mechanical piece from its body, marked with a number no one understood. Back at camp, Minho revealed something he'd been working on for years, a detailed model of the maze. Him and the runners had spent 3 years mapping every section, but still found no exit. What Minho did discover was this. The maze is divided into 8 outer sections, each holding a creature. Every night, after the maze shifts, one section opens, releasing its monster into the corridors. The night Thomas was trapped, it was Section 7. That mechanical piece might be the key to reopening it. Meanwhile, the girl finally woke up. She refused to speak to anyone except Thomas. Her name was Teresa. She handed him 2 small vials, the only thing she brought with her. No explanation, no memory, just instinct. Thomas immediately thought of Albie, who had been deteriorating since the creature attack. Without hesitation, he used one of the vials on him. The next day, Thomas and Minho headed back into the maze, chasing answers. Guided by Minho, they reached Section 7 quickly. Then the device suddenly activated, emitting a strange signal. They followed the sound into an unexplored part of the maze. The noise grew louder and louder until they reached the very end of the path, and then